season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
There's a nice move.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Here's Burrow. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron.
And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Mixon on the toss right. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
But that's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Fights through, and now a crease. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Well, I've heard you say that so much of being a great inside linebacker is diagnosis. And that time he diagnosed things instantly, made a beeline for the football.
Burrow on play action. He'll find Everett there, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's on Kelechi Osemele, the guard. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's a give to Mixon. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Burrow will throw. He finds his target, Ebron. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had to go to the Tucker roll, didn't you?
Yeah,
I think that's one people remember. I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game. In New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left to the upright.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Block now to throw. And they work this well upfield across the 45. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Locke. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw it is Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. Touchdown, Broncos. Noah Fant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
From his end zone, Wilson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bengals drive about to get going as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. A handoff to Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, a give to Mixon. Stays on his feet, and he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on 4th down. They'll go for it with Edmonds. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Why we saw that field goal try a moment ago, I'll never understand. But as a result, this offense, they've got to be pumped. 1st and 10 in striking position already. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd and 7, Locke completes it to Fant on the right side.
And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Block will try to sneak, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out,
and the Broncos will add on to their lead.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
From his end zone, Wilson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Play action. It's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's Locke to throw. Running right through it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Shotgun snap to Locke. And he rifles one incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but it's going to be 2nd down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
2nd and 10.
Locke looks to throw it again.
Again, he targets Jeudy, and this time the catch made.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On first down, Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And the Bengals grab it, dashing through the snow. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. The toss play to Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon as the first half is winding down.
And the Bengals are on the board here, the final seconds of the first half.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
He was looking for Stephon Sullivan there.
That'll bring up 2nd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
A quick throw caught out wide by Judy.
And he's got room. Oh, nice move. And he will finally go out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
You'd have to imagine, given the snowy condition, lots to talk about at halftime for these two coaching staffs. Plenty of decisions to be made for this second half for sure. And for the call, we hand it back over to Brandon Gaudin.
Indeed, Coach, thanks very much. And that snow you alluded to showing no signs of stopping, at least in the foreseeable future.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Locke. That is taken in by the tight end Finn. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. They run it again with Williams. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
That's caught left side by Judy. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Switch.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lock. And it's caught. Touchdown. Noah Fant with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From his end zone, Wilson. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
73 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Again, it's Mixon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A toss left, Mixon. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And now they will throw it with Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 37 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. A gain of 6 there on 1st. On 2nd down, Mixon. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mixon try to punch it in, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. But they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And the Broncos get there and take him down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He gets this one to Boyd. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Well, this is where the mile-high air really starts to affect an opposing offense. Guys moving a bit slowly here. It's 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away. Hamler now on the return.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Second and 9.
Lock working out of the gun. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Lock.
No escape for Lock, and he'll go down.
It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos will take over here at their own 12-yard line. And when I looked out, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
After the turnover, here's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. They find some open field here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Hands it off out of the gun. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They look to throw. It's Locke. He's got his tight end, Fant. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, 33 yards. And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Now McManus for the extra point. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. From his end zone, Wilson. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 116 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now it's Mixon running right. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. On the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
To throw, Burrow.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
Here's 2nd and 10.
A lot going to throw it here.
He'll go up top here for Hamler.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. To me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And they'll be set up with great field position as this is going to be touchdown right at the 40-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st down, Mixon, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over.